Welcome in. This is Sarah, DIY with Crafty Sarah. Welcome to my page. We'll find us here, and we'll get rolling. If you pop on and you see the red live up in the corner, it is, I always go the wrong way. Is it that way? I think I'm backwards. Yep, I'm backwards. So it's over there. It's in this corner. I need to remember that. Right hand. So if you see that live up there, you know you're live. And if you don't, then you're on the replay. And if you'd hashtag replay, I'd appreciate it. If you'd like to know when I go live, just put in the comments, !, notify, one word, and you should get notified when I go live. And hey, Chris, and if you want to, and if you put hashtag replay, or you could put ! replay too, either one. So we're going to do, I'm going to do this little Snoopy one tonight. It's a little cookie and cocoa tray. And I thrifted, hi Diane, I thrifted this little tray. And of course it came from Hobby Lobby. I have no idea what it cost, but, and I was going to, I mean, I thrifted it, so it was a couple bucks, but I was going to do wood, I have wood cutouts for this, but then I thought, well, if you put wood cutouts, then you're not going to be able to put cocoa or anything on it. So I'm like, that probably won't work. So then I thought, we're just gonna, you don't have to have cutouts for everything. Well, look at there. I'm debating anyway if I should paint this inside white, because Snoopy is the turquoise color behind, so he will be all black. So I will have to go back and paint him white, or I can do the background white. What do you guys think? Should we paint it white? We could do that with chalk paint. Might just sand it just there. You guys, Snoopy stuff, I made it and I had it at my craft shows, and it really wasn't doing, you know, it wasn't like going gangbusters or anything. I did have a girl that was like going wacky over my pumpkin patch door round, and she wanted it, but she didn't have the money, and I said, well, I'll hold it for you till next month. So then the next month came and I sent her a message and she ghosted me. So it went to my next show and it sold right away. This thing was kind of gross. Oh, look. That's just that black paint. I think I do need to paint it. But this thing was, I mean, for being and it's distress. It's distress, and it's supposed to be distress. So I'm going to grab some, you know what? I might just use, here's Snow White. Here's Snow White. And the 7 Dwarfs. I'm going to dry this. So what'd you guys do today? Anything? Chris and I went to, hi Anita. Chris and I went to our class luncheon today, which was fun. I thought everybody was, didn't you think so, Chris? Everybody was happy and cheerful and glad to see each other. We had a good crowd too. We had like 17 or something. We had a good little crowd. So I am going to use Waverly chalk paint in the color of Snow White. Maybe. I'm going to grab my silicone thing, and I'm going to grab a decent brush. Something that maybe I won't hit the sides and all that business. I kind of want to just keep it in this area. Oh my goodness. There we go. Whew. These things are like, sometimes when that chalk paint gets dried on there, it's a pickle to get under to get it. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this, just this bottom part white. And I'm probably not going to do perfect, but it'll be okay. I mean, it would be a pain in the behind to tape because it's not perfect. So I was out here, well, after my lunch, then I came out here, and we didn't get home till like 2. I feel like it was 2, maybe 2:30, I don't remember. But then I came out here and I wanted to paint, but I worked on putting lights in those little truck ornaments. And you guys, I had 9 and I still have 5 to go. I also put some lights in another one, so I've done 5. But I'm telling you right now, that takes some time. It's not hard, it just takes time. But wow, those lights are stinking cute. I got glue on there. Hi, Diane. Cindy Lou. One of our classmates is moving to Lincoln. She and her husband are moving closer to, they have 2 daughters. One's in Denver and one's in Lincoln. And they've decided that they need to move closer to, well, the gal said if it was just her, she would move to Colorado with her other daughter because that's where her 2 grandchildren are. This one here doesn't have any grandkids. I don't think she's married. And she would be close to her grandkids. But she said since her husband's still here, she's staying here. And they bought a townhouse in Lincoln on Yankee Hill out there. So she'll be leaving us. Not for a while, though. They bought it, but they're living my nightmare. They've lived in their house for 45 years. So she's in the process of packing. And their house is not on the market. And they live in a little teeny town. Like, I live in a small town. They live in Holstein, which is really small. Like maybe a couple hundred, if that. But they have a nice house. So I don't think they'll have any trouble selling it. Oh, cool, Cindy. Yeah, they said something. I heard her mention Yankee Hill. It's got a 3-car garage, townhouse. It's beautiful. She showed pictures. 2 months ago when she came to our lunch, because she didn't come last month for some reason. Probably had a doctor's appointment or something, you know, that's all we do when we get to be in our 60s. Hop from doctor to doctor. She was talking like it would be difficult to get her husband to move, and she was asking another girl about some townhouses in Hastings, and then here she came to this one, and it's a done deal. She said it just all kind of fell into place, so good for her. Good for her. But I don't, that packing crap and moving, ugh. I'm going to move that piece of furniture out here, that cupboard out here. And I think when my kids come for Thanksgiving, we're going to go through the buffet. And they can keep whatever they want to keep, which is, it's like pictures and stuff that I've just tucked in there. And probably crap from when they were in high school. I'm seriously, you know, when you put stuff away in places like that, you don't need it. You don't pay attention to it. You don't use it. You don't even look. So That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. I just wanted a basic little tray, but I didn't have one, so I'm going to use this. I actually had a bigger one that I got from Home Goods, but it's got some texture in it, so I'm a little nervous about that one. I'm going to do it eventually. You know what you could do? You could put acrylic in it. And same with this. I could pour acrylic in this over the top of this, and it'd be waterproof. Now tomorrow night I won't be here. Yeah, I think it is Sioux Cindy. That's going to be a nice area. Hey, Holly. We're just talking about Lael. She's moving to Lincoln. And she said she'd come back for our lunches. You know, she goes, you know, there's girls that live there. Nancy Knable lives there, and there was a couple of other ones. I think Shelley Jorgensen lives in Fremont. But she goes, we could get like a bus. I'm like, a party bus? Get a party bus and come to your class luncheon? Too funny. Too funny. Did you guys see the Northern Lights last night? Chris did. She showed me pictures and they were beautiful. I'll probably go tonight and take a look. They last for hours, so it's not like... As a matter of fact, when I went out to pee the dog last night at 10 o'clock, I could still see the pink in the sky. I didn't realize that if you take your phone and turn your camera on and shut your flash off, you will get a picture that is amazing. That's what the weatherman said. They could see him all the way to Florida, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Now that's something, I think. I mean, for us to see him is something, but to be all the way down in Florida and see him, holy moly. Be out looking at the Northern Lights and have an iguana fall on your head. That's what they said was happening. Iguanas were getting so cold they were dropping from the trees. Wouldn't that be about enough to give you a heart attack? My girlfriend and I that walk, we were talking this morning and I said, I don't think I could live anywhere else but where we live. I mean, I don't like the cold that we get, but we don't get like, I mean, we do get, I mean, we'll get 20 below wind chill. For us to get 20 below actual temperature, that's pretty rare, but it happens. I'm not going to say it won't happen. It can happen. But I wouldn't want to live in Florida because I couldn't stand having roaches that big crawling on your kitchen walls. My sister lived down there and she said, Sarah, they don't even think anything about it. They're just a bug. I'm like, for us, we think of filth when we think of a roach. But for them, it was like, they're like that big and they're crawling on the walls. I'm like, no. No, thank you. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Oh, I know. Cindy, I'm not kidding. My kids, I think that Amy will take stuff out of obligation, but I don't think she wants anything. And I know my boys don't. Anna, my daughter-in-law, maybe would take stuff out of obligation. Maybe Abby would. The girls might. But the boys don't give two hoots about anything. But Jeff wants me to make him that ceramic tree. Still working on getting an oven. We're going to do this Snoopy tray tonight. Cookies and Cocoa. And this is a thrifted tray. So I'm painting the inside white. It's going to have to be really dry before we can chalk on it. My dad even says, today's kids don't want anything that doesn't fit on a jump drive. Like I have stuff from my grandma that was like hers as a child, or I have stuff that my grandpa gave me, or my grandma gave me that was from my grandpa's family, that is like his mother's. So it'd be like my great-grandmother, my children's great-great-grandmother, and it's like crystal and cut glass and those kind of things. I have a hurricane lamp that was my grandma's, and it's not great. It's not in great shape. She bought it at an antique place, I think. She was going to start an antique shop one time, and then I think that's still wet. And then she ended up buying all these dishes and things, and then she couldn't part with them, so she ended up putting them in her house. She bought this beautiful China painted hurricane. So it's got the bulb and then the bulb. Had big old iris painted on them. It's beautiful. And it was always in her front. When you pull around the corner, they lived like a block from the corner. When you pull into town and turn on their corner, the first thing I would see would be Grandma's hurricane lamp sitting in the middle of her picture window. And that was, it was just like, I'm at Grandma's. When I saw that, I was at Grandma's. And so when my grandma was trying to get rid of crap, she asked me and my mom if we wanted to have some of that stuff. And so she set this clock out. That's still wet. She set this clock out, and it's a very ornate clock. Not my style at all. My dad has it, and he's offered it to me several times, and I'm always like, what are you going to put there? And he's like, oh, I can find something to put there. And I'm like, why is this off? That's why it's off. There's a blue ball underneath it. And I said, well, what are you going to do? And he's like, oh, I have my mom and dad's clock I can put there. And I have something. Well, I've never taken it. And my mom, so I took the hurricane and my mom took that clock. And now the clock's going to be mine too. And again, not my style, but it's definitely an antique. I've seen it in antique books. And it was beautiful, in its day. And it's still beautiful, but it's just not me. But I'll take it. Okay, we're just gonna call it and hope that's good enough. And we're gonna, let it cool down for a second, and then I'm gonna lightly sand it with that really fine sandpaper. Nope. That 200 stuff. Like what they do our fingernails with. And I'm just going to lightly hit it. I'm not going to get crazy. I see there's a couple spots that I hit. Thought maybe I could sand it away, but no. It's got to be difficult. Okay, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm going to do it. Because this also has a texture. Yeah, see that right there never did dry. We'll see if we can strategically place something right there. See, it took it off a little bit. So I didn't even stay in town today. I went to town, turned around and ate lunch, came back home. had so much crap to get done before this craft show and the next craft show, and now I got people. I have a church that wanted to order nativity pieces. I have them all cleaned in my oven, ready to be fired, and my oven won't work. And I just got a call tonight from that lady, so I'm going to have to call her or leave her a message and tell her that, sorry, can't do anything until I get another oven. And I'm just hoping that my girl that's going to help me out is going to come through this week. I put it on my Facebook page, and my ceramic Facebook page, which I don't even really do anything with that page anymore. But I'd really like to get my son's tree done before, and Diane, my friend Diane that ordered a tree. I would really like to get those done before Christmas. But, you know, you can't pull it out of your butt. Gonna have to go with whatever happens. Right? Well, Tracy, I don't work all day like you do, for God's sakes. Doing a Snoopy tray tonight, Heather. A little cocoa, hot cocoa tray. Cookies and cocoa on a thrifted tray. Whoa, that knocked my dryer off. And I've got to get my laser going again. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Thursday. Tomorrow I don't have to do anything until 4 o'clock. I go to work at the Treasure Trove at 4 o'clock. And then I work from 4 to 7. But you know, by the time you get home and you get supper ready and that kind of thing, you're done. Tracy, if I worked full time, it would be a different story. Because on the days that I just work part-time, my butt's dragging. Not gonna lie. Okay. So I am not going to be able to cover that poopy spot. So I'm probably going to go back over that with the chalk paint. Maybe. Let me see. I could put that little piece of holly right there, but that's not in the right place. Nope. I'm going to put it around here. It'll be easier for me to paint when it's up top. So I'm going to go this way. Try to get it in the center. And so we're going to end up painting in some things after we're done with Snoopy. But I think I'm going to try and keep it in the line so I don't have to do it twice. So I'm going to do shimmer gold on those stars, and I'm going to do a red. I think I'm going to do Cabernet. That's a new one. Let's do Cabernet on the red. And the cookie I will paint afterwards. This is red. This is red. This is gold. The little leaves are green. Holly leaves. So we'll do ivy. Ivy's a new color. And then that'll be the red. And we'll paint the mug. And I think we're good, you guys. Because Snoopy will be black. He'll be black, so he'll be white. What did I do with my black? I think I have it over here. Just a second, guys. I think I used it. Yeah, here it is. I've been doing, I should show you some of these. I've been doing these all day. I did these all day yesterday. So these are cutouts. So I'm going to do a pig pen. And this is Charlie Brown, and who's with him? I don't even know. And then Snoopy. And here's Snoopy in a puffer coat. Isn't that the cutest dang thing? And Charlie Brown beside his pitiful little tree. And this is Snoopy in his sled. And this is the one I'm going to put on a shirt. And then I'm going to put puffy snowflakes around. And I did get my shirt. And here's Snoopy sleeping on his doghouse in a stocking cap. And then here's Snoopy skating with his stocking cap. And then here's Lucy. She's psychiatrist. The psychiatrist is in. And then here is the whole Peanuts gang. So these, I have to paint all these, you guys. And then the word Peanuts. So this is my pile of stuff to get. I want to get those painted. But that might not be for a while. I think once I get started, I'll be okay. Because you kind of use the same colors, you know. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to grab a couple multi-tools. And I might grab my detail tool for the berries. And we'll start with the red. And it is Cabernet. This is brand new. Brand new color. And it's pretty. It looks like the wine. Cabernet. Let's see, I want a bigger squeegee than that. So I'm going to start with, I think it isn't going to matter. Because I think no matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to paste and pull probably. The Snoop the Dupe's all black. That's going to be all black. And these will be green and red, gold, and red. Okay. Let her rip. My ornaments from last night, I got those decorated today. I got greens on them and some, I'll take a picture of them and they'll be on my page tomorrow. It's amazing how many responses you get on your Facebook page when you post your own pictures. Your own, I don't know if Facebook throws me out there better because I do that, but I get more response when I show the stuff I've made than if I just do a meme. Where's my... Kind of nervous about this drying this fast. We'll see. No, but it peeled up the paint just a smidge. Even though I waxed. I can fix it though. But, you know, stuff happens. One thing about being a white background is you can easily repair. It really makes all the difference in the world. And then there's going to be black. Snoop Dogg. Last week I ended up selling out of all my Snoopy stuff. My peanuts, I should say peanuts. And I have those little ornaments that I need to finish. And I think those would sell like crazy too. You know what? I did fuzz it though, didn't I? Like I should have fuzzed it, but I did fuzz it. That kind of didn't go through right. Maybe I let it dry too long. I did. I let it dry. I didn't peel that bottom part out, but that's cute. All right, let me put this over here. And I'm going to give it a shot of water just to keep it moist so I can take it in and wash it. And if it stays wet, then it's so much easier to clean, you guys. So much easier to clean. Okay. And then I forgot to take my brushes in last night, so when I came out here, they were all hard in there. But they cleaned up. They cleaned up good, actually. I have a little thing that I had in ceramics. It's called I think it's called a Harry's Easy Clean. And it's just like a little pad with all this little, kind of like Brillo, but it's plastic. And you guys, it cleans up like cleans your brushes like a dream. It got all that crappy old paint out, and it was good. We're good. Okay, so I'm going to get a good brush, and so I can touch up my white. So let's start with that. Just going to grab a couple of smaller brushes. Stick it in that paint right there and just cover some of this up. And it might take 2 coats, but that's okay. That was my poopy spot when I started. Ended up being the least of my troubles. But see how easy it is to cover up, you guys? Because your background is simple. If you have black or white, it's really simple to touch up. We know about touch up, don't we, Cindy, when it comes to ceramics? We paint, we touch up. We paint, we touch up. Chris knows too. All right. I'm just going to get up around this S a little bit better. And this board did have some little lines in it, so it did lead to a little bleeding, but not bad at all. Really. I kind of wondered how that would go, but it was fine. Snoopy's fun, isn't he, Anita? And who doesn't love Snoopy? Seriously. I had on my shoes today that I made, my Charlie Brown shoes, my tennis shoes. And my friend that was sitting beside me, she goes, she goes, oh my God, those are so cute. I said, well, Charlie Brown and Snoopy are on this side. No, it was Snoopy and Woodstock on one side, and Charlie Brown and Lucy on the other side. And she goes, I don't know if I'd have Lucy. She's kind of grumpy. I said, Lucy's a bag. But I go, but she's on my shoes anyway. And you know what, you guys, I ordered those shoes off Amazon. I just ordered the size that I always order in anything that I wear, and they are the most comfortable shoes. I wore them today. The only thing is they're all white, so they kind of got a little bit sad today just because they're white. So I want to paint his cup and his cookie and his blanket. And I don't know, I guess we could use this, but I need just like a small round. Ceramics was fun, Cindy. We had it in the heyday. We had a good time. So I am going to try and do this so that I don't have to go back and put the transfer back over the top of it. So I need to stay in the lines. And ceramics is kind of starting to come back, but I was over it. I love cutting laser wood and painting it. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing like opening up a kiln and seeing what you put in there with glaze on it, and then how it comes out. It turns out really cool. Especially if you use crystal glazes, where you kind of don't know what you're going to get till you get it. And I can go back with a black marker and well, Cindy, it's not as steady as it used to be, but it's still not shaky yet. This is all blanket. Looking at my picture just to be sure. I'm like, is that blanket? No, that's tail. Guys, we have fabric markers right on sale now for $10. So you can do a design, and then you can color it in with these fabric markers, and it's permanent. When I went to ChalkCon, they drew my number out, and I won I won those boxes full of stuff. It was crazy. They ended up splitting up all the stuff. And I did lots of eyelashes. I ended up getting, I don't know how many sets of those fabric markers, but it was a lot. So I need to try those on a shirt or something. Do a design and then color it in. Okay, now we need to do his cookie and his cup. And you know what? I might... What the heck did I do with that? Can I put it up here? Maybe? No? It's got to be right in front of my face then. Or not. It's the color of the month, you guys. It's called oh my God, I almost said fresh, but that's not it. It's, let me grab one. I got another one here, but it's like, what did I do with the first one? It's called Something Borrowed. And it is a beautiful baby blue. I always have to open them with my teeth. I never can get it good enough to see. I don't want that one, do I? Oh yeah. Like, has there been a color on that one? And there hasn't. So I'm just going to do his little mug in this blue. This is a beautiful color. So there's a gal that is going to teach a paint class online, so I'm going to take that and see if it's my jam. And then another gal is selling templates for designs. So of course I had to do that too, you know, if you know, you know. That's a subscription. Wonder what I did with that other one like that. I feel like I stuck it up here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Go figure. There's also a new one that we got last, if you made a purchase, a $50 purchase. I don't, I don't think it's toll painting, Cindy. I think it's just, you get a template of a design that you're going to put on your project, and then you will paint it. So it will be like teaching how to shade and that type of stuff. It's on December 4th and 5th. And I don't know. I mean, I suppose it'll be a couple hours each time. But she will video it, so you don't have to. You could come back later and her name is Sarah. She said she doesn't profess to be any kind of a professional painter, but she's just going to show you how she does it, and I think that's awesome. So we'll see. So I want to kind of touch up this down here. And you could probably do it with a stylus too. This brush is crooked. It kind of bugs me a little bit. I'm already cattywampus, so I don't need to have any assistance being... Oh my God, you guys. I saw a post today that was so funny. I would tell you it, but I think I will die laughing telling you. You know those posts that you get on your page? And I don't know I mean, I've gotten them on my personal page before, but it's really more on my business page. And the gal was like, she goes, I don't know what it is about these 4-star generals that make them want to come to my little crafty page. And then she showed that he sent her a message and he said, hi. And this is exactly the same thing they do to me. They go, hi, how are you today? And then they'll say, where are you from? And I want to say, none of your business. But of course I don't. Of course, what I really want to say is, kiss my you-know-what, but I don't. And I don't even engage with it because I don't even want that. But she was so funny. She put on there, I'm probably going to start laughing trying to tell you. She put something about, oh my God, you guys, I should put it on my page because it's so funny. It's something about, I can't even tell you. It's so funny. I'm gonna have to put it on my page and let you guys laugh because it is just. She says something like, my mama said I was born hexing or something like that, and she says something like, if you bother me again. So basically, what she's saying is that she's gonna put a spell on him. Oh my God, it was so funny. Oh, I'm about dying laughing just thinking about it. She goes, if you ask me again, you might find chicken mark on your porch. I was like, oh my gosh. I told John, that is so funny. I don't know why it got me, but oh my gosh, it got me. Because you get those dumb things every day, these idiots that, and you know what? You know it's not those people, right? You get that, don't you? I hope you do. It's not general, like I get this Eric Hill all the time. And I block him, and I block anything that he's supposed to create. But the creep comes back every time. I'm like, what in the world? But oh my God, she was hilarious. She's like, I can put a hex on you. Oh. Oh, you guys, it was so funny. And I think to myself, you creeps, stay away. Okay, I've screwed that up enough, laughing too hard. How cute is that? And if I wanted to, you guys, I could pour some acrylic over the top of it, and it would be like glass. I might do that too. And if you wanted to really take the time, you could color in these letters, and that wouldn't be a bad idea either. But now I'm going to have to go back and touch up my white where I messed up my white, and then we'll be done. We'll be done. So I appreciate you guys all for hopping in and coming in and hanging out. Listen to my crazy story. But oh my Lord, I about died laughing. Ooh, I got too much paint on that. We'll see. Is that a something? I think it's a something. Okay. Oh, his cookie. We gotta do his cookie. What color should we do his cookie? They did it like bark. A chocolate cookie? Maybe. I think it probably should be chocolate chip, right? Anita on here is a painter. She's probably like looking at me going, holy crap. That girl needs help. And she's like legit. She's legit. I never was legit. Okay, I'm going to leave his cookie like that. Should we put some black dots on it for chocolate chips or just call it good? Oh my God, Cindy. I'm going to send that to you. It's so funny. So funny. Because you also have been hit from those creeps, haven't you? Telling you how beautiful you are and your profile's amazing and yada yada, and you're like, you know what, you can go to you know where. But of course we never say that. I never engage. Never. I don't want no part of it. But man, this girl was funny when she did. She replied, you asked me again and I'm gonna hex you. Oh, that's so funny. Too funny. So I thought I might stay out and paint tonight, but I think I'm going to call it and go in. About 9 o'clock is when I'm pretty much crash. And then I walked this morning. I got up at 6. We walked 3 miles. Gosh, it was nice, you guys. It was beautiful. Holy mackerel. But we walked by a junk pile and I saw 2 things I wanted to get, but they got cameras there, so I figured I better not take them. What do you think? Cute? Isn't that adorable? I think it's cute as it can be. It will make a great little, put cookies and cocoa on it. Fun, fun. I like that. And like I said, I have the cutouts so I can do it on a sign or something. And I may do it on just a square sign. Oh, and then you guys, last night I went inside and threw my sweatshirt in the laundry last night. I did it last night. And get up this morning and my microphone is magneted to the side of the washing machine. And then I take it out and I bring it over to set it on the counter. And then I'm like, oh, my little foam thing isn't on there. So then I went back to look for that and I found that. And then I realized that the magnet was off of the thing that holds it on the inside of my shirt. So I went into my washing machine and I'm like scoping around. And you guys, it's like the size of half my fingernail, my little fingernail. And I found it and I glued it back on, but I went ahead and ordered another one because I thought, you know what? I dropped one of the clips here somewhere. And I've been on my hands and knees looking, so it's gone behind something or under something, and I'm not going there. So maybe when I get my new cupboard back here, I'll do that when I move all this crap away. But for now, I'm not doing it. So anyway, you guys, I appreciate you. Thanks, Diane. I think it's cute too. I think that's just adorable. So you guys have a great rest of your night. I probably will not be here tomorrow, just because I'm working at the thrift store. And I'll be busy getting ready for my craft show on Saturday. So you guys have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you next week probably. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for listening to my goofy story. Sorry I didn't tell it any better, but we will see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Good night.